All right, today we are diving deep into the mind of MrBeast. We're going to take all of his hard-won wisdom, everything he's learned, and break it down into a simple, actionable guide that you can actually use to get better at YouTube. Let's get into it.
So let's just kick things off with this brutally honest piece of advice from MrBeast himself. He says this is the single most important thing any new creator has to realize. You know that feeling that your content is amazing when, well, it's not? That's the biggest thing holding you back. Just accepting this, that's step one.
Okay, so that leads us right into our first big idea, the harsh YouTube truth. We're about to tear down the #1 excuse that creators use and swap it out with a mindset that actually forces you to get better.
You hear it all the time, right? The algorithm hates me. Well, MrBeast says that is a total scapegoat. He's super clear about this. The algorithm is just a mirror. It shows what the audience wants to watch. So if your video isn't getting views, it's probably not the algorithm's fault.
And this right here is such a powerful mental shift. Try this. Every single time you find yourself thinking, the algorithm, I want you to replace that word with the audience. It sounds simple, but this little trick completely changes the game. It forces you to stop making excuses and start thinking about what real people actually want.
Okay, so once you have that mindset, it leads you straight into his next core idea, which is all about practice, the 100 video rule. And this isn't about theory. It's not about watching videos about making videos. It's about actually doing the work. It's non-negotiable.
So many of us get stuck in what they call analysis paralysis, right? We spend weeks, maybe months, trying to plan the perfect video. MrBeast is like, forget that. He's super clear. Your first 10 videos, heck, your first 100 videos, they are not for getting views. They are your film school. That's where you learn.
And the process is beautifully simple. Look at this loop. It's not about fixing everything all at once, because that's overwhelming. Just make a video. Then, for the next one, improve just one thing. That's it. Repeat that 100 times, and I guarantee you'll be a completely different creator.
And if you're wondering what to improve, well, this list barely scratches the surface. For your very next video, just pick one of these. Seriously, just one. Maybe it's scripting, or maybe you just learn one new editing trick to make something pop off the screen. Then the video after that, you focus on the title. It's all these tiny little upgrades stacked on top of each other that eventually lead to mastery.
All right, so you're making the videos. You're improving. Now for the first half of the entire YouTube battle, actually getting someone to click. Let's break down how MrBeast basically engineers his titles and thumbnails to be absolutely irresistible.
50. That number is super important. 50. You've got to keep your titles under 50 characters. Why? Because anything longer gets cut off on mobile phones, and like MrBeast says, that's pretty much the worst thing that can happen. People won't even know what your video is about.
And look at this. It's all about taking an extreme position. A review of Fiji water? Kind of boring, right? It's passive. But Fiji water is the worst I've ever drank? Whoa, that creates a really strong opinion. It grabs you. It makes you ask, wait, why is it the worst? Of course, the big warning from MrBeast is you absolutely have to be able to back up a claim that big.
Okay, boom, they clicked. Awesome. But now the clock is ticking. You literally have seconds, maybe less, to prove to them that they made the right choice. This is it. This is where you win or lose the viewer, and it all comes down to the hook.
Think of it like this. This is the checklist going on inside your viewer's brain super fast. In the first 5 seconds, you just have to be visually interesting enough to make them stop scrolling. Then, in the next few seconds, you have to confirm, yes, you're in the right place, this is the video you thought it was. And then you pay off that initial promise. You miss any of these checkpoints, and poof, they're gone.
I tied up an FBI agent and I have $100,000 in this bag. Here's a knife. Good luck.
I mean, come on, that's one of his examples of a perfect hook. It's pure action. There are no wasted words. None of that, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It just drops you right in. It sets up the stakes, the conflict, everything, instantly. You can't not watch to see what happens next.
So here's the formula. It's pretty simple when you think about it. Your goal for the intro is to first match the expectation they had when they clicked. Confirm they made a good choice. And then, right after that, you exceed it. You blow their mind by showing them it's even bigger or crazier or more interesting than they thought. That's how you lock them in for the whole ride.
And all of this, the mindset, the practice, the click, the hook, it's all building towards one thing, the Holy Grail, turning a single view into a whole afternoon. We're talking about achieving the binge.
And this right here is what separates a pretty good channel from a legendary one. The goal isn't just to make one great video. It's to create an experience that's so awesome, so satisfying, that the viewer just trusts you. They finish one video, and without even thinking, they're clicking on the next one.
So how do you do it? How do you earn that binge? Well, here are the tactics. Remove every single dull moment. He literally means if you have even a split second of doubt about a clip, just cut it. It's gone. Give them what they want fast. This one's huge. If your title is, I built a chocolate car, the first thing you better show is a mountain of chocolate. Don't waste time. Every single one of these points is about respecting the viewer's attention so you can earn that next click.
And this quote just nails the feeling you're going for. You want them to go, holy crap, that was crazy, and they watch 10 videos. See, you're not aiming for, oh, that was a nice video. You're aiming for a reaction so strong that watching just one is not an option. That is the engine that drives insane channel growth.
Okay, so let's zoom all the way out. What's the big philosophy that ties all of these tactics together? For MrBeast, getting huge on YouTube isn't about luck or magic or even just having a great personality. He thinks it's something anyone can actually learn. It is simply knowledge. If you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million subscribers within 6 months. Now, that sounds like a crazy boast, but he doesn't see it that way. For him, it's just a statement of fact. He truly sees YouTube as a skill, almost like a science, something you can master if you just study obsessively, test everything, and keep iterating. To him, it's just a giant, solvable puzzle.
So forget about the vanity metrics. Subscribers don't matter. Even views don't really matter. Focusing on those is like looking at the scoreboard instead of playing the game. The only question that should drive every single thing you do is this: how can I make my videos better? Because that's the cause. Everything else is just the effect.
And really, this is the ultimate takeaway. Everything you want as a creator, the influence, the money, the subscribers, all the cool opportunities, all of it is just a byproduct. It all flows from a relentless, almost obsessive focus on just one thing: making the absolute best videos you can. Every single time.
So we're going to leave you with this. This isn't about trying to become MrBeast tomorrow. It's about what he said from the very beginning, taking that next small step. So think about it right now. What is the one thing, the single tangible improvement you are going to make on your very next video?